Should we start by talking about the late goal then? What do you make of it? What did you think it showed about your team today? Any character, that kind of thing?
Yeah, massive character. It's funny, I just said to the boys in there, you know, if we go back a month ago, we didn't have that in us at that particular point, and I think it shows how far we've come over recent weeks, that we kept playing away. But I think if you looked at the game as a whole, it was thoroughly, it was thoroughly deserved. If you weighed the game up on both halves, we've created more chances than what Margate have. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure they're disappointed to concede a goal that late on, but for me, it was thoroughly deserved.
And goal was obviously got by Alex Reid. That's the 7th of the season. How important is he in your team?
Massively important. I think we've been playing Alex a little bit deeper recently. With Reece further up, and I think it's worked. I think the last 2 or 3 games, Alex has been our best player. His ball retention has been better. You only have to look. It's the free kick. It's not a great free kick. Through the conditions, the wind's taking it away. But what Alex done really well is he got his body into the defender. He's out muscled him, and it's a great strike on the turn. But yeah, he's been excellent lately. Alex, really pleased with him at the moment.
I was going to talk about the conditions as well. How did that affect the way you approached today's game?
I think you have to approach every game the same way. You have to stick to your game plan and play and try and play the way that you want to play. Obviously, some parts of it wasn't the nicest to see, but that was for both sides. But I just felt in the second half, I felt that we coped better with the wind against us than what Margate did in the first half. I say in the first half we've had 3 or 4 balls go straight across the front of the 6-yard box. Reece, Dobson, he should score, and I would say 4 times out of 5 he puts that one away that he's headed just past the post. But I thought our defending in the second half was excellent. But we are disappointed with the goal that we've conceded. Because again, it's come from a set piece, albeit that we've had to bring Sonko off at half time because as he jumped to challenge for that header, his knee gave way on him. So, but overall, I think the performance again was of a standard near to where we need it to be for us to start progressing up the league. Albeit that we can be better in certain areas at times. But I think the biggest thing is looking at the players' attitude and their intent, that you can see that's back.
Back to having to bring Ibrahim Sonko off, do you have any indication at this stage to the extent of the injury?
Yeah, they think that there could be a little bit of arthritis in the knee, and it's something where he's been looking after it all this week. He did a fitness test before the game and felt fine. But unfortunately, he can all of a sudden his knee just locks, and he gets some pain in it. So we are looking to get him in this week to go and see a specialist to see exactly if anything can be done to stop it, because it is an injury, but it's not something that that's just, you can say, well, he needs 4 weeks off and it will be better. It's one of the ones that we need to try and manage it the best way we can, see what we can, what sort of treatment we can get for him to get him through the game.
Right. And just in the grand scheme of things, how important do you think this point could be? Obviously, if you're peering over your shoulder now towards the bottom of the league.
Yeah, massive point. We work with the boys on every 5 games. We want a minimum of 10 points. Okay, that's give us 5 out of the last 4. So we're not going to quite get to the 10 points that we want, but we can go to Brighton and see in 2 weeks' time. We've got Tilby Tuesday night in the Essex Senior Cup, and we've got Aylesbury away in the FA Trophy next Saturday. So we've got a couple of weeks till the next league game. But if we can go to Brighton and see in 2 weeks' time and pick up 3 points there, then we'll be near enough where we need to be. But we're slowly taking steps back to where we want. As I said in my programme notes today, we're in a position that we're not used to being in. The year before last, obviously we was promoted. Last year we was always in and around pushing for a playoff spot. So it's new to everyone, and we've all got to get our heads around that the only way that we're going to get out of the position that we're in is by working together, keep working hard, keep sticking to the way that we want to play, and that's the only way that we'll get out of it. But the signs over the past 3 games for me are encouraging signs. Yeah.